Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Quick Pop Podcast. Everything you need to know about wrestling and more. I am Nannercat, and with me we have...
Ace of Spades.
Nelstar 15.
What do we got on the docket today? We're just gonna pull out this list, this fantastic list.
Are we doing the ASMR?
Fashion Files.
I don't know what we're doing.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be talking about wrestling.
It's that stuff where grown men and women get into a squared circle and
They have a tussle.
They rub their bodies all over each other.
A tussle. Now you're making it sound sexual,
Let's talk about this. I mean, listen, I'm completely comfortable with my sexuality, but at the same time, it has to be weird where you have a job where your job is to literally hug a sweaty, half-naked man.
Sometimes you gotta put his crotchal region around your face to do that pop-up power bomb.
Power bomb.
That's
a new move.
That's a new move.
Balor's new move.
KO, get it?
Balor bomb.
The Balor. The Balor bomb.
Ooh, new move.
There we go.
All right, I'm pitching this. I'm totally taking this one and running with it.
Are you diving?
I'm totally diving because listen, this is Pro Force Wrestling.
What?
What? Mark, do I hear a question?
What? No. Okay. So here's a question. For both of you guys. We're gonna kick off with this. So we have Jinder Mahal as WWE champion.
Can't handle the Jinder.
Yeah. Mr. Anti-America, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
What are the chances that John Cena breaks his belt record by beating Jinder on the 4th of July?
Oh, jeez. Oh, wow.
That's a weekly though show, right? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
but
think
it could
WWE's
happen.
done a title change on a weekly in forever.
To protect America, they might.
Yeah, but
Protect
like,
America.
but
Against
Jinder's lately
the
finally
juicy
stopped the,
Jinder.
like, America hate.
No, I mean he's still getting the USA chance, and let's be honest,
He's always going to.
he sold Mojo Rawley way too hard on SmackDown
Yeah.
lately. You know, like I'm just saying, like I don't think it's gonna be a very long title run.
I really thought it was going to be a long title run for a good old juicy Jinder. Acne has muscles Mahal.
And then they announced John Cena on July 4th.
That
would
sounds
be-
like it could be a
Sounds
thing.
like good booking. I don't know if WWE will be smart enough to pull that trigger.
John Cena is literally the face of America. I don't care about you, Kevin Owens.
I don't care about
He
Kevin
has a
Owens.
show called American Grit.
We
I
need to
can't
remake
wait
the
to
American
see that
flag
show, by
and
the
get rid
way.
of the stars and put John Cena's face.
Can we
No,
do
just
that?
like-
Can we start a petition?
Well, I mean, you can, but I mean,
And
the
our-
person who's in charge of petitions now doesn't get jokes, so.
And our new national anthem would be, and his name is John Cena.
Actually, could it be the word life?
Yeah, I was about to say, can we get the classic one where, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
now stand for the national anthem?
I don't know. I think it's good booking. I doubt that the title's going to change hands, but I bet you John
But it
Cena
seems
gets in his
interesting,
face.
though.
He's going to get in his face, and then there's going to be a title match for the next pay-per-view, and John Cena's going to win it
Oh,
because
no.
of
Now,
America.
that makes more sense. Having Cena come back and, like, front on Jinder Mahal on the 4th of July. Because Jinder Mahal is going to come out on the 4th of July and say some crap about America's independence and, you know, stuff.
And that's
And
when good old
That's when Cena will
Jonathan
pop out.
Phoenix Anthony Cena comes out and gives old Juicy Jinder a what for?
By the way,
No, he's going to give him an FU, which is what it used to be
ST.
named.
Remember, we're PG now.
we're PG. PG.
Jesus. I think he'd give a attitude adjustment to Jinder and both the Singh brothers. All three of them. He's going to take them all on.
He probably could.
You know, I still remember, what was it? It was the last pay-per-view where Randy throws one of the Singh brothers
yeah.
on
Oh
the
my God,
table,
that-
and he walks away and he has that smirk
He's like,
on his face. He's
Dude,
like,
that was the biggest
"Ooh, I
grimace."
think I messed up.
He's
yeah,
like,
he
I
had that
wasn't
grimace
supposed to do
like,
that.
that's not, he's probably dead.
He might be dead because I just threw him like a paper airplane.
I laughed so hard when I saw that.
Oh, we rewound it like a couple times here at the house watching it. And my roommates don't even watch wrestling. This is just like Sunday of pay-per-views. We go to the store, pick up a bunch of frozen pizza, and drink and watch pay-per-views.
Yeah.
And they stay up and watch it. And like that's the only time my roommate watches wrestling. And he saw that and he goes, "That wasn't supposed to happen, was it?"
You gotta love those moments though when something happens, you know it shouldn't be like that, but it did. It's just Randy's face just completely like broke kayfabe, like right then and there. He's like, "Ooh, man,
It's like
I
Seth
think I'm
Rollins'
gonna
knee.
hear about it when I go backstage."
It's like Seth Rollins' knee. It's not supposed to happen, but it does.
Yeah,
Well, Seth
Rollins'
Rollins' knee is trying to get more screen time than Seth Rollins.
yeah.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
they made
they constantly-
like, a
'cause they
potted plant
constantly-
popular. So
Well,
why
I mean,
not
because
a
they
knee?
like constantly are like, oh, look at him, he's going all in with the knee, and the knee's like, yeah, it's right, I am.
I'm gonna pop again. You hear
that pop,
Seth? You hear that pop?
Seth's
That's-
knee gets a louder pop than Seth coming out into the ring.
You hear that, Seth? That quick pop of your knee?
Okay.
Can we talk about the fact that Seth Rollins doesn't have a neck?
Can we talk about the
does
fact that
too
Brock
have a
Lesnar
neck.
doesn't have a neck?
His neck is so jacked that it doesn't look like he has one.
No,
He has
Brock
a neck.
Lesnar.
Brock
doesn't
Lesnar's,
have a
yeah.
neck.
He doesn't have a neck.
Brock Lesnar goes chest, shoulders, Zed.
Brock Lesnar is not human. I'm convinced that he either came from the future or he's an alien.
He's like, those like bulls that they like to show, as a meme that are like, oh, look, is this what you want in your beef? Steroids? And really it's just like a particular breed of cow that looks like that. That's what Brock Lesnar is.
Wait, so Brock is a cow.
Look,
Sure.
the only way I could disprove that Brock Lesnar is like an alien or some sort of humanoid cyborg from the future is that he failed a shooting star press
Yeah.
Badly.
very badly.
Very, very badly. Almost killed himself.
Yeah.
Almost. I mean,
Just
but,
completely, like,
it's like he took that one time where he almost killed himself and decided, I will now attempt to almost kill everybody I wrestle.
I didn't mess up. You
we-
messed up.
You are all going to pay for thinking that I almost killed myself.
Can
How
we-
will I accomplish this? By killing everyone.
Can we go back to the Brock is from the future and get the next Terminator movie to star him?
No, because once you start putting WWE wrestlers in movies, you either get
Then
like,
you get Edge and Rusev in the movie as well.
Marine 5.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. You get The Miz, where like he talks about, oh look, you're going Hollywood, Cena, and I'm like, you literally are doing the exact same thing, Miz. What
He's
are you
so-
talking about?
John Cena is so Hollywood that you're playing in his sequels. Not even his sequels. The movie 4 movies after the one that he did.
Yeah, John Cena did what? Did John Cena do the second one, or he only did the
No,
first one?
DiBiase Jr. did the second one.
Yeah,
You know what? I'm gonna
John
go
Cena-
ahead and wager this. You know how we have that pick'em going on?
Yeah.
If I don't win next pay-per-view, which should be Money in the Bank,
Yeah.
I will watch all the Marine films and end it by watching The Chaperone.
No.
Can we do this on Rabbit? Can we like do a recording where we like riff on them, like MST3K?
If I could find it on Rabbit, then yeah.
No, like we need to play it and then like do it on Rabbit and like record our audio from the Rabbit viewing and like put that out.
You know how you can make the Marine look stronger? Throw in Roman Reigns.
God, no.
Marine 6.
Marines
More
12.
Marine.
No. All right, you have to watch all 5 Marines and then watch Knucklehead.
With Big
Oh
Show?
no. We
Yes.
could do this. We could do this whole thing where like we do like a charity thing, do like a charity stream where we watch all of the Marines like back to back.
That would be so ridiculous, though.
Be fun.
How would
Yeah.
you pull that off?
Pull what up? What do you mean? Like physically? Like I understand like watching the Marine is a chore, but like
No bathroom breaks. You have to sit there and watch
No, no,
the
no.
Marine, and
You
you're
can
gonna
go
have to
during the
piss
credits.
yourself.
you can go during like the credits and stuff, but like that's it. Like so,
Yeah.
you, like the movie's starting to wrap up, and instead of like us talking about the movie, we're starting to plan. Like, all right, here's what we're about to do.
It's like we have like 3 to 5 minutes to do.
Because I mean,
all
like
this.
it's the Marine. Like nobody, there's not a whole lot of crediting going on. Like
Yeah.
this was the Miz. This
It's
was
not
the
even
Miz's
scrolling
stunt
credits.
double.
They
Yeah.
do just like a flash. There it is, the Marine,
I mean,
written,
I mean,
produced,
yeah.
and directed by John Cena.
when it comes to the Marine, let's be honest. The first one is the only one that even got a halfway decent review. And the fact that someone
because
from
it
Rotten
was-
Toma- someone from Rotten Tomatoes said overblown in every possible way. The Marine is either so bad it's good or just really, really bad. But I will give John Cena this. He's turned into a pretty good actor. His Saturday Night Live episode was hilarious.
Oh god, yeah, I loved it. I
and
loved
his,
it.
his like intensity in what was that movie he was
Trainwreck?
just in? Yeah,
Trainwreck was really good. That was, I mean,
I don't
obviously
like
he was
Amy
cheering
Schumer.
in
I
the
only
movie.
watch it because of John Cena.
I'm right there with you. But his intensity of like just the movie theater scene.
Oh, yes. I ended up like clipping some of those. Like, I have the sound effects where he says the stuff that he says. I can't say it because this is a PG podcast.
Though I would say this, John Cena, I mean, not on the level of who I'm about to compare him to, but at least breaking in the way is, I mean, he's pretty much the closest we're going to get to The Rock from WWE.
True.
You're right.
No, he definitely is. He's this generation's Rock.
Well, the only problem is that they're only like 6 years apart.
Yes, but like you could still tell that they came from vastly different eras.
The Rock got out pretty much almost during his part of his prime. His prime lasted a decade, so
yeah.
I'd say
I still think Rock could come back and still rock it. You know?
Oh, absolutely, he could.
You
see how much cod that he eats in his diet. He eats like 3 pounds of cod a day.
Yeah.
Did you just say he could come back and rock it?
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
that's why I just rolled with it.
You get one pun.
No,
okay?
no, that wasn't even that.
No, that
You know,
was
okay,
whether you
fine.
meant
We'll
for
do
it to
that.
be
We'll do
funny
that.
or not.
I just said it just to say it. I didn't even think about making a joke there.
That's
he was
my
just
point.
rocking and rolling with this conversation.
Exactly.
That's your 1-2.
This is glorious.
Everybody gets
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Out of everyone that's in the current roster, like kind of have been in the roster for the past like 4 years, who do you think out of them would be the next big star?
Bray Wyatt.
Bray has a shot too, but
I mean, like a
I'm
movie
also,
star. Like a movie
I
star.
think Bray.
Movie star?
I would say Bray because, and this isn't me being obsessed with Bray Wyatt because I know his promos and
Why
stuff
would
like
we
that.
think that? Why would
Okay,
we possibly think that?
Okay. I think the fact that the fact that he went from Husky Harris to this phenomenal over the top character, and he's in character and he lives it.
But a lot of people have done that.
Not like Bray.
Rocky
Didn't
Maivia.
Kane do a movie?
Countdown, See No Evil. Which one?
Oh, See No Evil.
Yeah. Although to be fair, See No Evil was basically Kane playing Kane.
Yeah, I mean, you guys really need to sign me up for trivia nights.
Who, me? What do you mean?
Because
I'm not a trivia
I'm
person.
spitting off. Who is in the Marine too? Ted DiBiase Jr.
Yes, but like that's like a very specific category that you would apparently be good at.
Useless wrestling trivia.
Useless wrestling movie trivia.
But no, I go with my answer with Bray. I think he has what it takes to be an actor. I think, his character kind of proves that.
Maybe, but I'd be worried that like his character would get typecasted based on his current character.
Oh, you mean like the biggest star in the world, Johnny Depp?
Well, yes,
What
but
if he
like
did the
what
Chaperone?
I'm saying.
The Chaperone 2.
Yeah,
Bray
Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt.
Let me tell you guys about this girl named Abigail.
Bray's like sitting on the bus and like the lights go out and he starts going, I knew this would happen.
Oh, I tell you, Sister Abigail will rise again, and she will teach you kids about the
Geometry.
Eater of Worlds.
Oh, that too, but geometry as well.
I was thinking trig, but
You think Sister Abigail was into trigonometry?
I mean, no one from Louisiana is into trigonometry.
She'll teach you to cook, though. Some of those
This is
crawdads. I don't know.
Yeah, where were you going with that?
Hold on, let me grab this. There is a story about a writer that helped develop the Sister Abigail story. So you guys continue, and we'll come back to this because I'm going to find it.
I did not. That seems interesting. That seems really interesting. I dig it. But okay, so Ace, who do you think would be the
Current
next big movie
roster
star?
that's not a current movie star?
Yeah, in the past 3-4 years.
Tough one. I have to think because I have a couple of people that I feel like could do it, but I don't know, like, because I don't want to pick somebody who I feel like is just going to do what WWE thinks a wrestler can act as, like the traditional roles.
Well, I'm gonna throw one out here, and it may seem a little bit obvious, but not at the same time. Tyler Breeze. I
can
think
get
he's
down
got
with
the
that.
chops.
I can
He
get down with
do
that.
it. He's got a little comedic flair to him. But then again, I could see him doing more serious roles.
Okay, now that you say comedian, I have to go with Dolph Ziggler. The guy used to be a stand-up comic.
I think he still is a stand-up comic.
Oh, is he? So yeah,
Yeah.
Dolph would be great.
Yeah, but the thing is that Dolph has been around for longer than 3-4 years, though. Otherwise, I
fair
would have
enough.
chose him.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, Bray. I go with Bray. Tyler Breeze I can get behind.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go with the other half of his tag team. Listen, if Stone Cold can act, Fandango can act.
Yes, but how is Stone Cold act?
Have you seen him in The Longest
Stone
Yard,
Cold?
the reboot with Adam Sandler?
Yeah, he's really bad.
Yeah, but it was fun seeing him though. Him,
The Condemned was
Kevin
good. I actually
Nash?
like the movie The Condemned.
Goldberg,
Kevin Nash was in The Punisher as the Russian.
Triple H was in Blade Trinity.
He was, and he got his ass kicked.
He had a cute little dog too.
He sure did. It was so cute.
Man, there's so
Yeah.
many. I need to watch more WWE movies because I haven't watched Countdown. I haven't watched what? I'm trying to think of the recent one. Is Countdown the one with Edge?
Yes. No. Countdown's the one with Kane, Dolph, and Dean.
Okay. Which one is the one with Edge? I don't know. Either way, I need to watch more WWE films.
Yes, we all do. Dean's not in Countdown. Dean was in some movie.
Okay.
He was in some movie.
Okay, so I found it about the backstory of Sister Abigail.
Mhm.
Shall I?
Yeah.
All right. So this comes from former WWE creative team member Kevin Eck. He says, from what I know about Bray Wyatt, from what I know about how Bray Wyatt envisioned that character, I don't think that character is ever going to be seen because the way Bray explained it, and I don't think it's ever going to come out on TV, he speaks in riddles, so maybe if you read it in between the lines, but Bray Wyatt was apparently a young man, and Sister Abigail was an old black woman in, I believe, the swamps of Louisiana, who had some supernatural powers in, the history of voodoo and such in New Orleans. I believe she took him under her wing and taught him the secrets of what she knows of the dark arts and things like that.
Ooh.
That's
That's creepy.
That makes Bray even creepier.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I think that's a really cool backstory.
I do like that backstory. You don't hear much about backstories anymore these days because you don't have characters like Bray Wyatt anymore.
No, I mean, he's kind of born from the same cloth as what happened during the evolution of The Undertaker in the mid to late 90s. Not whenever he debuted in the early 90s, but mid to late 90s whenever they developed The Undertaker into whenever he's sacrificed Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah. No, that is like a dead art though. Like creating a character that's kind of mythical, all of that stuff. Because we live in the time where it has to be real, it has to seem real, it has to be believable. But you have a character that, like Bray Wyatt, completely pulls it off. I get freaked out. People should give Bray more credit.
The thing to me that's always fun about the Bray Wyatt character is he's one of those mystical heels that the audience loves to be a part of.
That's why I always say he's kind of like the heir apparent to the Undertaker's. I mean, to be honest, Taker was only world champion 3 times. So you're talking about a guy who was a heel his entire career, but was a heel that was over. So it's kind of under the same cloth.
Yeah, I'd agree. Totally agree.
And I mean, just as for 25 years, WWE booking had no idea what to do with Undertaker unless it came to WrestleMania. They have no idea what to do with Bray. And I'm not certain they're ever going to figure out what to do with Bray. I think he'll be a 3-time champion, 4-time champion, and may get inducted to the Hall of Fame completely based on the fact that he's one of the best at promos.
Yeah. I think the last time I ever really, really, really liked Bray, because I mean, I like Bray, but obviously, not as much as you do, was when he was doing the stories about trying to indoctrinate John Cena, trying to indoctrinate Daniel Bryan into the Wyatt family. I thought that was very cool. That's the last time I ever really was like, oh snap, Bray's doing some stuff. I like it.
I agree 100%. I feel like, Bray, the Wyatt family itself, as, he was trying to recruit and trying to get people in, that was the storyline to be had. And I feel like right now on Raw, the Wyatt family needs to come back somehow.
Yeah.
And that's what worries me is I don't know if they can.
Yeah,
they can.
They shouldn't have. I don't think they should have. They shouldn't have brought him over from SmackDown. They should have kept him on SmackDown with Eric Rowan, and then kind of done this thing with Luke Harper. And this is what I had in my mind: is done this thing with Luke Harper where they just torture him, they beat the crap out of him, and then Luke Harper goes back to the family, and the family's back.
What do you think the possibilities are that the Shield may come back?
Not gonna happen.
I'd like it to happen, but I don't think it will.
I mean, I would like to see the Shield do Shield things other than major pay-per-views.
Well, I mean, they're doing the best they can. Like Seth and Roman will team up and do a powerbomb through a table and stuff like that. But I think Dean is such a solo artist now. Like the other two, you could be like, okay, they're both solo artists, but we could team them up together. But Dean is so off the edge as the Lunatic Fringe now. I don't think there's kind of any going back from that.
I just thought of something. I'm sorry that I'm everywhere right now, but how about this? Wait, no, that doesn't even make sense. I'm trying to create these bets in my mind.
Just say it.
Okay, if I win again, Ace needs to watch at least one whole season of Total Divas.
I'm in. Game over. I'm in 100%.
Withdraw from participating in the competition as a whole.
You can't, bro. This is done. We have a 2/3 vote.
That's not how that works.
Yes, it is. Remember the 2/3 compromise in the state of Texas? The history behind it?
I'm not in
the
Texas.
2/3?
It doesn't
I don't
matter.
have to abide by those laws.
Texas. The podcast is in Texas.
The podcast, so, okay.
It is Texan law. It is decided.
Okay.
I'm from Texas. What country are you from?
Okay, what would make you want to watch Total Divas, though?
I can't get into it.
What do we have to do? What do we have to do besides sexual activities?
Change it to something not Total Divas?
Total Bellas, you're right. He should watch Total Bellas.
Absolutely.
Daniel Bryan and John Cena.
You didn't now that I might watch.
You should. It's pretty good.
I think I've tried to watch one episode of it, and I don't
have
know.
all 6 episodes on the WWE Network, only $9.99.
What?
First month is free.
$9.99.
Yeah, and if you subscribe right before Money in the Bank, you not only get Money in the Bank,
but you get great
balls of fire.
You get great balls.
You get great balls.
You get great balls. Those balls will be great. And they're on fire.
They are.
Better
and
put
your
out those
logo
balls.
looks like a donger.
Merry Christmas, kids.
I do
God
have a
bless
question for y'all. What would it take to get y'all to watch the next 2 major pay-per-views from New Japan Pro Wrestling?
Here's the thing with the New Japan Wrestling thing. It's not that I don't want to watch it. It's just I have so many other things going on that I don't know if I can commit to something like that.
It's cheaper than the WWE Network.
Okay.
You're missing. It's not a money issue. It's outside of this wrestling podcast stuff. Like I've recently taken on a whole lot of new stuff. I don't know if I could start watching a whole new guys.
When's the next pay-per-view for them?
It's this Saturday. Well,
yeah,
it would have already passed by then. This podcast, but let's see. What's the date? I'm gonna go ahead and date this.
Okay,
right now it's June 7th. So this Saturday, this coming Saturday, it is
I wouldn't be able to watch
Dominion. Yeah. So
I'll be in Texas.
I will say this, because I want to get into New Japan and I want to get into Ring of Honor because, as everyone knows from my first time on Quick Pop, the first decade of the 2000s, I was a TNA fan, not a WWE fan. And so there's a lot of the talent rolling around there, right? And I love watching those guys.
Yeah.
Like whenever AJ and Joe showed up, I was like, oh my God.
It's like,
high school career. I'm here. I'm in. I am completely sold in WWE because the 2 guys that I thought deserved to be there the most were there. But between the new job, I'm trying to get caught up on Grey's Anatomy. Don't judge me. I'm
judging you that you haven't caught up yet.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, and then streaming, it's like there's no time, and then I have to have a social life, and then my girlfriend's coming to town for RTX, so it's like I want to watch it because I want to watch New Japan and I want to watch Ring of Honor, but
That's
I just don't have the time.
Like, because I've got Quick Pop and various things. I'm now part of an esports team, so I've got that going on. I'm starting school here at the end of the month, and then because of the esports thing, I'm like streaming a lot more because the guy who runs it is trying to put a lot more effort into that. So I'm not opposed to watching New Japan. I just don't know where I would fit it in with everything else.
Just forget the social life.
Listen, I will say this.
I've already forgotten the social life because I have a kid.
I have a lot of friends that watch New Japan and Ring of Honor. And so while I don't get to watch it, I get to hear about the storylines. And then, of course, I watch YouTube videos to see matches and stuff like that. But I'm a one promotion kind of guy. No, it's not. It's really no. I really am. I only watch SmackDown. But I want to. I don't want to commit to it because I don't know. I don't have the time to commit to paying attention to more storylines, if you will.
Well, if anything, like the next 2 New Japan pay-per-views that are coming up, Dominion which their big marquee title event is Kazuchika Okada versus Kenny Omega 2, which is recently the only 6-star match from Dave Meltzer.
Okay, can we go back to Kenny Omega and who he wants to fight?
He wants to fight AJ Styles.
He wants to beat the shit out of AJ Styles.
Yes, he does. He wants to beat the poop out of him.
See, I pay attention and I say bad words because they make sense. But I pay attention, and yes, that interview with Kenny Omega, he is ready to go.
Yeah, he's absolutely ready to go. And then also, on top of that, the next one, it's like Money in the Bank, except it spans several days, and it's a round robin tournament. They call it the G1 Climax, and it's supposed to be very gnarly. And they also have 2 of the days they're going to be in Los Angeles. This is the first time that New Japan is reaching into America in this modern age of wrestling.
Can we comment on that and just say that I'm sorry, but Ring of Honor and New Japan are really bad at naming pay-per-views. TNA is good at it. Slammiversary, awesome. King of the Mountain.
Hey, War of the Worlds is not a bad pay-per-view name.
Okay, they're bad at it.
Sakura Genesis isn't, though.
That's not even English.
But yeah, I think
I will give it a
ran
shot.
time now. Ran time?
Yeah.
What?
I
Is it tight?
do. Let's end on this.
His name is John Cena?
No. Even better. Ace.
What?
Who is going to be the next big actor in the WWE?
Next big actor?
Yeah.
Um,
Still hasn't answered it. We gave him half a podcast.
you got me on a whole nother train of thought. So, no, I would actually say it depends, because it depends on what type of movies you'll think WWE will continue to make.
Okay,
For the longest time they just made action movies, but recently they started to get into like Slight and stuff like that, which has a lot more narrative. In terms of next big star, Dean Ambrose for action movie.
Jeans, leather jacket, leather jacket.
Like, I could definitely see them just being like, oh, we need somebody who's just going to get in fights for no reason. There.
He's your man.
Dean Ambrose.
He's going to be the next Gerard Butler.
But
no, let's not push it.
yeah, let's not push it.
No, I'm pushing it.
But that's
I'm
why I say,
pushing
like,
Dean.
it depends
Just as hard as
on,
they're
like,
pushing Roman. Got to make Dean look strong.
gotta make everybody look strong. But no, that's why I say it depends on what you see them making. Cause like recently there's been a WWE film called Slight, which as far as I can tell has no WWE superstars in it, but it's by WWE Films.
Yeah.
Yes, it had a $250,000 budget, grossed over $3 million, and has a 74% approval rating.
Right. And so it's stuff like that that makes me think that like maybe WWE realizes, oh, we don't have to just make macho action movies all the time.
Well, they also did that film, The Resurrection of Gavin Stone.
Yes.
That had Shawn Michaels in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Faith-based.
Although
film.
that was right up Shawn Michaels' alley, so
Yeah.
it worked out.
There we go.
So,
We got the answer.
I mean, upcoming movies though, we got movies with R-Truth, Seth Rollins, Luke Harper, and Hulk Hogan coming in, and 2 with The
Wait,
Rock.
Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, but let's just say that The Rock is going to be in Fighting with My Family about Paige, and it's going to be amazing.
That's going to be a fun one. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, so I agree. Either Dean Ambrose or Bray Wyatt.
There we have it. And this ends this episode of the Quick Pop Podcast. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Beards.